Welcome, my comrades, to an episode of Revelations. Revelations is this new thing I'm doing. I recap an episode of a TV show or something, and just in case you missed it, I'll tell you what's happened. And today is Adventure Time. Season 1, Episode 1, which is, if I remember correctly, Slumber Party Panic-Trouble in Lumpy Space. So, to begin with, Slumber Party Panic. Okay, in Slumber Party Panic, you're pretty much introduced to people, Princess Bubblegum, Finn, Jake, and the whole Candy Kingdom. And Princess Bubblegum is this science nerd who Finn is crushing on. And she's trying to bring back the dead, so deceased corpses, with some sciencey potion, and it pretty much doesn't go well. They turn into zombies, and Princess Bubblegum, instead of telling the candy people of Candy Kingdom about the zombies, she says that they're going to have a slumber party. And Finn asks, why would Princess Bubblegum not just say, there's zombies attacking us? And it turns out that when candy people get scared, candy people explode. Literally. And so Finn makes a royal promise to Princess Bubblegum to not tell the candy people about the zombies, and Jake overhears something that's secretive, and Finn is having a hard time not telling Jake about it because Jake's just pressuring him to tell him. So Finn always diverts the whole conversation to a new game. And in the end, Finn just destroys all the zombies and stuff, and then tells Jake about the zombies. And that means, since he told somebody about the zombies, he broke the royal promise. And when you break the royal promise guardians come out and try to kill you with fire. But Princess Bubblegum, oh wait, I forgot to tell something. Everything's frozen as soon as you told Jake that, except for Finn and Princess Bubblegum. So the Royal Promise Guardians lift Princess Bubblegum and Finn into the sky and ask him a math question which looks really difficult. But then the Guardian says, oh, I'll give you a more difficult one, and it ends up being 2 plus 2. And that turns out to be 4, if you do not know. I would have guessed 5, but no, 4. So they all get reset and stuff. Everything's put back on time. And thanks to the number 4, Princess Bubblegum is able to make a solution potion which brings all the zombies and corpses to life. And yep, that's pretty much the ending and starting of Slumber Party Panic. Now, onto Trouble in Lumpy Space. It all starts off with a tea party, believe it or not, on marshmallows, and they're bouncy marshmallows, and they're all bouncing and drinking tea. And then Finn falls off because he splashes tea in his face, and then Jake falls off too because it's really hard to bounce on marshmallows. And Then Lumpy Space Princess, who is a princess from Lumpy Space. Lumpy Space Princess says that it's easy to have a tea party, but Lumpy Space Princess is floating all the time. And so Finn dares her to stop floating and try bouncing and drinking tea, and so she does. She falls, bounces off a marshmallow, and accidentally bites Jake. Then Jake starts to get all lumpy on his legs, and he's got the lumps, and Lumpy Space Princess tells Finn and Jake that getting bitten by a lumpy space person gives you the lumps, and when you've got the lumps, you turn into a lumpy space person. There's only one antidote though, and that is to go to Lumpy Space and go to, what was it called? Makeup Point, I think. And so there's a whole big story of them trying to get there. And when they do get there, it's too late. Jake's already turned into a lumpy space person. And so Finn, there's big gaps in between all the land, and Finn needs to get from one space to another, and he asked some lumpy space people if it was able to jump from one to another, and they said no, it's way too difficult, it's impossible. But then he asked if a lumpy space person could do it. He said, it's just way too difficult, it's about a 50-50 chance. And Finn here and Jake here, just didn't know if you knew, Finn makes the lumpy space people bite Finn, and he turns into a lumpy space person, takes the antidote, and jumps over to the next piece of land where a homecoming ball or something is going on. And so he ends up finding Jake, making him sit on it, and that turns him back into Jake the dog. But Finn is still a lumpy space person, so he tries to run away, because that's what lumpy space people do, from Jake, and Jake gets him to sit on it. And that's pretty much the end of episode 1, season 1, Adventure Time, Sleeping Party Panic, and Trouble in Lumpy Space. So that's my first Revelations video. Hopefully it won't get shut down like the other one I tried to do did, which was Red versus Blue, which is also a good thing. You should check that out anyway. So yeah, like, subscribe, share, stuff like that. Comment in the section below. And remember, my comrades, in gaming we unite.
Destination unknown.